Hello guys, and welcome back to a new Destiny 1 quick tutorial. Today I just have you this quick cheese for the strike slash nightfall, the Nexus, which is the nightfall for this week of July 7th of 2026. So let's just begin. In this case, for this cheese, quote unquote, more than a cheese is more like a safe spot for the final boss. There's nothing else before that. So once you get to this boss room, if you have played this strike before, you know that it's pretty hectic, especially the Taken version, holy moly. And if you have bad modifiers for the week, it's just hell on earth. So this safe spot will make this boss fight pretty easy. It doesn't make it free like other cheeses that I have posted before, but way easier. Alright, so let's just begin. This also applies for the normal version, so either if you're doing the Taken or the normal, it works pretty much the same way, and it works for the three classes. It's just like the jumps, as you know, change a little bit, but it's the same spot. Alright, so let's begin. What we want to do is that as soon as we enter the room, we want to go to the safe spot. We don't want to waste time killing enemies or anything like that, because again, if you're in a tough week for the Nightfall, you can die pretty quickly, and the boss shoots pretty quickly and pretty accurately, so you die very fast. And how do we get to the spot? So the first jump would be to that rock. Again, it's not like a time limit, it's just like you want to be as fast as possible so you are safe and you don't throw away your run. So let's just begin with the first jumping spot. If you want to maximize your agility for this, that'd be great. After we jump here, we want to jump to this little part, like a longer structure. And after we jump to here, we want to jump to the third spot, which is right there. And there we go. It is pretty simple spot. If you go to the front part of this rock, as you can see, it's pretty hard for the enemies to deal damage to you. However, the splash damage of the boss when he's shooting at you might get you here. So what you want to do as soon as you get to this rock is you want to start clearing out the enemies. So once you clear them out, you can come to the back part and then stop taking splash damage from the boss. I would also recommend using a long distance weapon, not an auto rifle, more something like a scout rifle. That would be very convenient. And of course, to deal damage to the boss, a sniper. That would be the ideal combo for this area. So that's for the first part of this cheese. This is the safe spot, and then I would just like to give you some tips after this for the faces and how it works. So if you don't know how this strike boss works, it's pretty much every time you deal a certain amount of damage to this guy, he would get an overshield, and then you wouldn't be able to damage him anymore. Again, you can see all this in the Nightfall. I already uploaded it to the channel for this week. So the way we have to take down that shield is that a relic is going to appear in the map. It always appears in the same spots when you're using this safe spot, which is back there, and then back here, and then last but not least right there. And then with that relic, we want to shoot his shield. He would lose the shield, and then we can damage him again, and we have to do that 3 times. We damage, shield, break the shield, damage, shield, break the shield, damage, shield, break the shield, and then we can kill him. So the advice right here would be make sure to kill all the enemies. This is a strike, so as you might be seeing that I don't get, or that I don't receive that much damage, and that I'm just being paranoid. But if you take a look to the video of the Nightfall, holy moly, they get you, and they get you quickly. And again, the splash damage and the bombs from this guy is just like so annoying, and he shoots so fast and so accurately. So you want to be extra careful. Make sure to kill every minion that you can while you're up here, and then once you have done that, then we can start damaging the boss. If you're a warlock, I usually would use the Sung Singer ability where you can hold yourself in the air. I thought I was gonna die. There we go. Who was it? Hello? Hey, buddy. Alright, anyways, I don't care. So I can just jump and then start shooting at him with a sniper or with whatever. And then, for example, this week we have, what's the name of that modifier? The one that holds you in the air and you can deal extra damage. Well, that one, so this ability is super useful. If you are not a warlock, then there's an exotic armor piece for the Titan that does the same thing. And if you're a hunter, well, why would you be a hunter? So yeah, once you have killed all the enemies, then we want to deal enough damage to the boss so he can get his overshield. And then once you get the overshield, the relic will appear here. Again, it always appears in the same spot. So we want to come grab it. And then once we grab it, we want to run again to the safe spot. Again, one rock, second rock, and then up here, and then last but not least, the safe spot. There we go. And then from here, we can take down the shield and start shooting at him again, and then repeat that 3 times. So yeah, I think there's pretty much that's it. Like, it's not super complicated, but the biggest advice would be make sure you are super careful, especially if it's the taken version. Also, I would love to see if I can trigger this third shield, just so you can see where the spot for the third relic is, because that's a tough one. Pretty much the relic spawns right beside him, and it's just very tough to take it. Well, I guess you can see it in the video of the Nightfall. So for the last one, you have to be extra careful because he would stay there and then the relic would be right there. So you have to be very quick, very careful, make sure you kill all the enemies like I always said, and then you should be a-okay. And also you have to make sure that you are pretty fast and yeah, you don't get caught by the bombs or whatever. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the safe spot. It's not something too crazy, but it definitely makes this strike / Nightfall way easier, rather than just be running around and being scared of getting killed every 2 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful for y'all. If it was, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And recommend this channel with more guardians so we can keep posting content like this. Anywho, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next one.